Hello everyone, welcome to day 124 of playing chess every day for a year. Let's find the game. We're starting as white here, so e4. We get the Caro-Kann, so I'll go into it. I always look to trade this bishop off if I can. Opponent gives me a check. I can block with the knight. I can also just challenge the bishop. After this trade this will be weak, but this actually comes with a check. But I think after this trade, if I just go here, my position looks completely fine. Queen goes all the way back. I could rotate my knight this way, trying to get a knight here, but it can always just be kicked away, so I'll just castle for now. Develops their knight. It only really has this square, and if it goes there, I'll go for a queen trade. I think I could even slide my queen over now and just attack. But if I slide my queen over and go to attack, this knight move becomes strong. I want to open up my other rook. I'll just develop this knight first. All four bishops are off the board. Develops their knight. The knight going here would be annoying, but I'd just slide over. If I go here now, my opponent has to queen trade. If I go here and we queen trade, the knight can just go back to target both of these pawns. So I think a queen trade is just wrong for me. I'd have to play this knight move. Queen trading just seems completely wrong. I can stop this knight move with b4. The knight coming here is good for me because I weaken the structure. The queen can come in, but I think that's wrong. I don't have to take her. If my opponent takes, I'm very happy. This knight's on a very bad square. I think I'll try to play queen d3 and c4, which seems good. My opponent taking is good for me. Now I get a very strong knight here. So, and I do have this tactic now. If I put my queen on h3, going for this check, if my opponent blocks, I win a rook. Yeah. My opponent develops their knight, stopping anything there. I can play c4 now. This knight move happens, I just take, so play c4. If they take, I take. My knight's just on an outpost now, so it's quite strong. I can force the knight away, and the knight actually only has one square, or two. You'd have to go back. I could take, but I think taking just it's not good. I'll force the knight away. Has to go back to... Okay, so the knight does go back that way. The problem now is if we have a knight trade, both my pawns will be weak, so I'll support my c5 pawn here. I mean, I could just trade now. Don't want to. So this trade is good for me. I can bring my other knights. If they take, I just take. Yeah, just take this way. This is hanging now. Knight jumping in. These pieces are opened up now, but I didn't see anything that could be terrible for me. I can actually just take the c6 pawn here with tempo on the queen. And I'm also able to, if the queen doesn't attack, the queen actually can't attack my knight, so I think I'll play knight e5 next. My f-file will be weak, but I think knight e5, knight fe5 looks very good. I won the pawn. I have a pass pawn now, which is very good. The queen goes to f6. The queen goes to f6 actually, so I'd have checks on this square, but I think I could come in to attack the knight. This knight's weak. I have a pass pawn. I think knight e5 just... Oh, it doesn't lose. No, it doesn't lose a pawn. Because I can take with the knight. Knight e5, knight takes, I take like this. And then I have this. But I don't think I have to play this right now. I can actually just play rook to c1. Just supporting this. There's a lot of pressure down here, but it's all defended for now. If I can trade this knight off, I'll just have an outside pass pawn. Or a pass pawn. Which is very strong. This is weak and this is weak. This knight is very powerful right now. My opponent could target it, but then I just go here. That seems like a bad move. I could even defend with my queen. But I think knight e5 here. Knight takes, I just take. So knight e5, rook takes, I just take. Knight e5 looks strong. Knight takes, I take with the knight. Yeah, so I'll just take with the knight here. It's the only move. I still have my outpost. This knight to d7 move would hit the queen. If my opponent moves their rook to the b file, I'm playing knight to d7. So what I'm seeing here is if the knight takes, I'm in trouble. But if I go here, so let me calculate now. If I go here and they take, I go here, they take, I take with check. So I go here, if they take, I go here, if they sacrifice the queen, I take. I'm quite sure I can just play knight d7 here. Knight d7, they take with the knight. I take the queen with check, so knight d7. They take with the queen to check, I take. And they take, I just defend my back rank. So I actually play knight d7 here. I'm hitting the queen and the rook. Knight takes, I have to take the queen first with check. So knight takes is a blunder. Yeah, knight takes. I take the queen with check. I save my own queen from being taken. Wow, my opponent just blundered checkmate. So I'll definitely take that. Let's look at this game. I think we played very well. I played with an 88 accuracy, my opponent is 68.3. I played like an 1800, my opponent like a 950. And my opponent had 4 mistakes this game. And this was all good. I like trading the bishop off. That's a mistake. Because why should I take? Because knight takes f6. No. That's a mistake because if I take, knight takes. I guess my opponent has big weaknesses here. And I'm able to just make an outpost with my knight straight away. So now my position is just better. It was better to just defend the knight here. Instead of playing b4. My opponent made a mistake there by pushing. I should have taken here with tempo. Already. I missed taking on c6. I just defend instead. I recapture. And my opponent had to trade my knight off, so there's less pressure on the pawn. Instead they jump in with the knight, which is just wrong. I get to tempo the queen, I win the pawn. Should have actually came back with the knight, but taking back with the knight is best. I have a fork here. Taking with the knight is wrong. My opponent had to give up the rook. I win the queen with check, which is what my opponent missed, because they thought they could recapture my queen, probably. Instead, they actually put their king on h8, which just gives me checkmate, so... If they just... recapture the knight, I'd recapture their knight, and I'd be up a queen. So my opponent blundered either way. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.